The calm ocean surface breaks as a Mosasaurus Hoffmannii lunges out, catching a bird mid-flight. The bird had no chance, and after just a few minutes, the waters returned to their calm state. But don't let these calm waters fool you. Even nowadays, the ocean is full of predators like the great white shark and killer whales. But going back 100 million years ago, the open waters were truly one of the big killing grounds. Giants like Elasmosaurus and Dakosaurus ruled our oceans, and it was unlikely to survive for long if you ever wanted to go for a swim in the ocean. In this video, I'll be taking you on a journey to meet 5 of the sea dinosaurs that ruled the oceans for tens of millions of years until a meteorite shook up the world 66 million years ago. The water churns violently, and in an instant, a belemnite is face to face with Dakosaurus. The Dakosaurus lunges from the depths, its powerful jaws snapping shut with a force that shakes the water. This killer whale of the Jurassic seas is fearsome, its interlocking teeth designed to grip and tear. As it thrashes about, the helpless belemnite can't help but feel the raw power of this apex predator, a creature built for domination. This ancient marine reptile, part of the meteorite family, was built for life in the water, and it thrived in a world full of danger and opportunity. This creature didn't just swim, it hunted with a deadly efficiency. Dakosaurus would often lie in wait, hidden just beneath the surface. When an unsuspecting marine reptile or large fish swam too close, Dakosaurus would launch itself with incredible speed. Using a tactic known as the death roll, this maneuver, similar to what modern crocodiles do, involved grabbing its prey and spinning rapidly. The force of this spin was so great that it could tear chunks of flesh from its victim, making it easy to consume. This method was particularly useful for dealing with large and tough-skinned creatures, showing just how crazy Dakosaurus was as a predator. But it wasn't just its hunting tactics that made Dakosaurus fearsome. It had another distinctive feature that set it apart from other predators: its unique teeth. Unlike other predators, its teeth interlocked, much like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. This design was perfect for holding into slippery prey, such as fish, and was also great for crushing hard shells. This adaptation meant Dakosaurus could eat a wide range of creatures, from bony fish to arm-eating reptiles. These interlocking teeth were not just for show, they were a key tool in Dakosaurus' survival, helping it dominate the underwater food chain. This adaptation made Dakosaurus incredibly effective in securing and processing its meals, ensuring it thrived in its environment. Current research has given us more insight into what Dakosaurus ate and how it lived. Scientists have analysed the isotopic composition of its teeth, which provided clues about its diet. This analysis has revealed that Dakosaurus had a preference for large prey, often going after substantial marine reptiles and big fish. This diet suggests that Dakosaurus, an apex predator, had few natural enemies due to its position at the top of the food chain. Its nature is evident from the large size of its prey, which underscores the power and fearlessness of Dakosaurus. Among its known prey were marine reptiles like Plesiosaurus and other large marine creatures. As for potential enemies, other large marine predators such as Mosasaurus and possibly other large Thalattosuchians may have posed a threat. The story of Dakosaurus doesn't stop at its hunting skills. During mating season, these creatures became even more dramatic. Male Dakosaurus would engage in fierce underwater battles, using their strong jaws not just to catch food, but also to fight rivals. These battles were brutal, with each male trying to prove its strength and dominance to win over a female. The scars found on some fossilized Dakosaurus bones tell a story of intense competition and struggle, reflecting the harsh realities of life in the prehistoric seas. These battles were not just about survival, but also about securing dominance and mating rights in a fiercely competitive environment. It's clear that this predator was highly successful. Fossils found across a wide area from Europe to South America tell the tales of how successful Dakosaurus were as a species. This vast range shows that Dakosaurus was adaptable, thriving in a different marine environment and climates. Whether in the warm, shallow waters of the Tethys Sea or the cooler regions of the South American coast, it managed to carve out a niche for itself. Its ability to live in such varied habitats speaks to its versatility and the evolutionary advantages it possessed. Dakosaurus was part of the Meteorite family, a fascinating group of marine crocodiliforms. Unlike their land-dwelling relatives, these creatures had fully adapted to life in the sea. They had flippers instead of legs, a streamlined body for fast swimming, and a tail fin for propulsion. These adaptations were crucial for survival in the ocean, allowing Dakosaurus to chase down prey with speed and agility. Despite all these advantages, Dakosaurus, like many magnificent ancient creatures, eventually faced extinction. The reasons for this are complex and not entirely understood. However, it's likely that changes in the environment played a significant role. As the Jurassic period ended, sea levels and temperatures fluctuated, which could have disrupted the delicate balance of the marine ecosystem. Additionally, new predators and competitors, such as other large marine reptiles like Mosasaurus and Plesiosaurus, emerged during the same period. These creatures might have competed with Dakosaurus for food and territory, potentially outcompeting it in certain regions. This competition could have influenced the behavior, diet, and distribution of Dakosaurus in the ancient oceans. These combined pressures might have led to its decline, marking the end of an era for this once dominant predator. Although the era of Dakosaurus ends here, our video doesn't. Swimming forward in the same waters, the creatures of these waters may even encounter the shadowy figure of Cretoxorina. Before the water animals around it can react, Cretoxorina slices through the water, its razor-sharp teeth gleaming as it takes down its prey. The speed and precision of this shark are breathtaking, making it acutely aware of the thin line between hunter and hunted. The waters here is rich and warm, filled with life and danger, as Cretoxorina proves itself the undisputed ruler of these ancient seas. This shark was not just fast, it was a master hunter. Cretoxorina would silently stalk its prey, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In this case, it was a Plesiosaurus. When the moment came, it would lunge forward, using its powerful jaws to clamp down on it with full force. Its teeth, known for being self-sharpening, were perfectly designed to cut through the flesh of this Plesiosaurus and bones of large marine reptiles and fish. This hunting technique, combined with its speed, made Cretoxorina an apex predator, feared by all in its domain. What made Cretoxorina truly unique were in fact its teeth, which earned it the nickname Yinsu shark. These teeth were not just incredibly sharp, but also had a unique self-sharpening feature. As older teeth wore down, new teeth could replace them, ensuring that Cretoxorina always had a sharp set ready for its next meal and an edge over other predators. This constant renewal was crucial for maintaining its place at the top of the food chain. The teeth were also arranged in several rows, allowing Cretoxorina to quickly replace any that were lost or damaged during hunting. Recent studies have provided more insights into the life of Cretoxorina, particularly its diet. By analyzing bite marks on fossilized bones, scientists have discovered that this shark often targeted large prey, including other marine reptiles. The clean, precise cuts on these fossils indicate that Cretoxorina's bite was not only powerful, but also incredibly efficient. This evidence supports the idea that Cretoxorina was a dominant force in its ecosystem, capable of taking down some of the largest creatures in the ocean. Scientists believe that, much like modern sharks, Cretoxorina might have engaged in ritualistic displays during the mating season. These displays could have included showcasing their sharp teeth or performing complex swimming patterns to attract a mate. It's also possible that males engaged in violent interactions, fighting each other to win over a female. These behaviors are not just about reproduction, but also about establishing dominance and territory, critical for survival in the competitive prehistoric seas. The territory of Cretoxorina was vast, spanning the western interior seaway, a massive inland sea that split North America during the Cretaceous period. This seaway was rich with life, providing Cretoxorina with an abundant supply of food. The shark thrived in these waters, from the warm shallows to the cooler, deeper regions. The diversity of its habitat meant that Cretoxorina could adapt to various environmental conditions, further solidifying its status as a top predator. In the evolutionary history of sharks, Cretoxorina holds a special place. Its adaptations, particularly its self-sharpening teeth, are seen as precursors to the features found in modern sharks. These adaptations allowed Cretoxorina to be an incredibly efficient hunter, influencing the evolution of predatory techniques in later shark species. The Ginsu shark's legacy can be seen in the sleek, efficient predator such as great white sharks, tiger sharks, and mako sharks that still roam our oceans today. Despite its dominance, Cretoxorina's reign came to an abrupt end. The Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event around 66 million years ago brought about drastic changes to Earth's ecosystems. This event likely caused the sudden disappearance of many of Cretoxorina's primary prey, Xiphactinus leaving the shark without sufficient food sources. The loss of prey, combined with other environmental changes, likely led to the extinction of Cretoxorina. After the water had been rid of the Cretoxorina, you'd think it's a safe place, right? Wrong. A colossal figure gliding gracefully through the depths. It's Shastasaurus, the titan of the ocean. This massive marine reptile with its streamlined body moves effortlessly, dwarfing everything around it. Shastasaurus was not just any marine reptile, it was one of the largest to have ever existed, reaching lengths of up to 69 feet. The sea creatures around can almost feel the peacefulness of their interactions. During the mating season, Shastasaurus engaged in a unique form of courtship. Unlike the aggressive displays seen in other marine reptiles, these giants participated in a synchronized dance. Their large bodies moved in perfect harmony, creating a mesmerizing ballet beneath the waves. This gentle courtship was a contrast to the violent behaviors seen in other species, highlighting the unique nature of Shastasaurus. This peaceful display wasn't just about finding a mate, it was also a way to strengthen bonds and maintain a social harmony within their groups. But this wasn't the only thing that made them different from other sea creatures at the time. Unlike the fierce predators of its time, Shastasaurus was a filter feeder. It likely used baleen-like structures in its mouth to sift through the water for small prey, such as plankton and small cephalopods. This method of feeding involved swimming with its mouth open, allowing water to flow in while filtering out the tiny creatures it consumed. This feeding strategy is remarkably similar to modern baleen whales, making Shastasaurus an interesting case of convergent evolution. The gentle nature of this feeding process perfectly complemented its calm demeanor, as it did not need to hunt or chase down prey aggressively. Recent fossil findings have given us a clearer picture of Shastasaurus's diet. Analysis of these fossils suggests that it fed primarily on squid and other cephalopods. The evidence comes from fossilized stomach contents, which include remnants of squid beaks and other soft-body organisms. These findings indicate that Shastasaurus was not only a gentle giant, but also a specialized feeder, relying on the abundance of small prey in its environment. This specialization in diet likely played a significant role in its ability to grow to such enormous size, as it had a plentiful and steady food supply. Shastasaurus's immense size and gentle nature make it an anomaly among the fierce predators that dominated the prehistoric seas. While others were equipped with sharp teeth and powerful jaws, Shastasaurus had evolved a different path. Its massive size was not for attacking or defending, but for efficiently filtering large amounts of water to extract its food. This unique adaptation allowed Shastasaurus to thrive in its niche, avoiding direct competition with the more aggressive marine reptiles. Its size and feeding habits are a testament to the incredible diversity of life forms and survival strategies that evolved in the oceans. The territory of Shastasaurus was vast, stretching along the ancient coastlines of what is now North America and Asia. These regions once covered the expansive Panthacelar Ocean, provided the perfect habitat for such large creatures. The warm, nutrient-rich waters supported a diverse ecosystem, offering Shastasaurus a stable food supply. This extensive range also indicates that Shastasaurus was highly adaptable, capable of thriving in various marine environments from shallow coastal areas to deeper offshore waters. Shastasaurus represents a fascinating evolutionary experiment in gigantism. Its enormous size and specialized feeding strategy were adaptations to its diet of abundant small prey. This gigantism is a classic example of how different species can evolve unique adaptations to exploit available resources effectively. However, such specialization also came with risks, as it made Shastasaurus highly dependent on the availability of its specific prey. Its specialized feeding strategy, while highly effective under stable conditions, made it vulnerable to changes in its environment. Any disruption in the availability of small prey can have catastrophic effects on the Shastasaurus populations. Such changes could have been brought about by shifts in climate, sea levels, or even competition with other species. Ultimately, these ecological changes likely contributed to the extinction of Shastasaurus, ending the reign of one of the ocean's most gentle giants. While submerged in the cool, dark waters, another sea creature feels as if it is in danger. A tiny Enchidus feels a ripple. A massive, snake-like neck glides past it. Mosasaurus, an ancient marine reptile with an astonishingly long neck. As Enchidus floats there, it can see its large body trailing behind, barely making a sound. The calm before the storm. This predator stalks silently. This extraordinary marine reptile, part of the Plesiosauria order, was not only a basic reptile, but an ancient dinosaur that ruled the seas around 80.5 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. The soft, muddy seafloor was dotted with oysters and sparse in biodiversity, yet it provided ample sustenance for creatures like Elasmosaurus. Here, this marine giant reigned supreme, feeding primarily on fish and cephalopods, much like today's squids and octopuses. During the mating season, the usually quiet ocean becomes a place for beautiful dance. Male Elasmosaurus use their incredibly long necks to wrap around each other in a kind of underwater ballet. This isn't just a dance, it's a way for the males to show off their strength and agility, hoping to impress the females. This graceful movement is as rare as it is a beautiful sight in a world where survival usually means being fierce and strong. But Elasmosaurus wasn't just about grace and beauty, it was also a skilled hunter. An Enchidus can see it slowly sneaking up on a school of fish, using its long neck to get close without being noticed. Then, in a quick, sharp motion, it snaps up its prey, much like a heron catching fish in a pond. This method was very effective, allowing Elasmosaurus to catch a variety of marine animals. Its sharp teeth were perfect for grabbing slippery fish and other creatures. Recent studies have given us new insights into how Elasmosaurus lived. Scientists have found evidence that it could bend its neck in ways that other creatures couldn't. This ability, called dislocation, allowed Elasmosaurus to reach even further with its neck, making it an even more efficient hunter. This discovery has changed how we think about this creature, showing us just how specialized it was for life in the ocean. One of the most interesting things about Elasmosaurus is how it might have inspired ancient myths. Its long, snake-like neck and smooth movements in the water made it look like the sea serpents. It's amazing to think that this real-life animal could be the source of such legendary tales. Elasmosaurus wasn't just found in one place, it lived in many different parts of the world. Fossils have been discovered from North America to Australia, showing that this creature was highly adaptable. It could live in shallow coastal waters or deeper parts of the ocean, hunting different types of prey. This adaptability helped Elasmosaurus thrive in a variety of environments, making it one of the most widespread marine reptiles of its time. The long neck of Elasmosaurus was a result of evolution, helping it hunt in a unique way. But being so specialized had its own downsides. As the world changes at the end of the Cretaceous period, the types of prey Elasmosaurus relied on became less common, such as the belemnites. This, along with other environmental changes, made it harder for Elasmosaurus to survive. As the Cretaceous period ended, so did the reign of Elasmosaurus. Changes in the climate and ocean levels likely reduced its food sources, making it difficult for this specialized hunter to find enough to eat. The great extinction events that wiped out many species at this time also took Elasmosaurus with it. As the image of Elasmosaurus fades into the depths, the reptiles of the sea encounter the final giant of our oceanic exploration, Tylosaurus. The surface of the water erupts, and all the marine reptiles find themselves in the presence of Tylosaurus. This colossal predator bursts forth, its powerful body breaking the surface with a splash. As it dives back down, the catch of a glimpse of its sharp teeth and elongated form, this is the ruler of the shallow seas. Tylosaurus hunts with unparalleled skill, even leaping out of the water to snatch Pterosaurus from the sky. The energy around is electric, the water alive with the presence of such a dominant force. During the breeding season, the shallow waters became a stage for aggressive displays. Male Tylosaurus, some reaching lengths of up to 45 feet, used their immense size and strength to compete for females. These confrontations could be intense, with males pushing and shoving each other, showcasing their dominance. This behavior isn't just about attracting a mate, it's about establishing who is the strongest and most capable of passing on their genes. The larger and more powerful a male, the more likely he is to win the favor of a female. The brutal truth about nature. They see Tylosaurus in action, hunting with a prowess that is unmatched. Unlike many other marine predators, Tylosaurus could hunt both in the water and above it. There are accounts of this giant leaping out of the water to snatch Pterosaurus, flying reptiles that soared close to the surface. This ability to breach and catch airborne prey made Tylosaurus an incredibly versatile hunter. Its diet was diverse, including fish, birds, and even other marine reptiles. The power in its jaws was immense, capable of crushing bones with ease. This adaptability in feeding ensured that Tylosaurus remained at the top of the food chain, taking advantage of any prey that came its way. Recent studies have provided even more insights into the life of Tylosaurus. Fossil evidence, including preserved stomach contents, reveals a varied diet that showcases its opportunistic nature. Inside these fossils, scientists have found remains of fish, bird bones, and smaller marine reptiles, all pointing to a creature that wasn't picky about its meals. This discovery highlights the adaptability of Tylosaurus, able to exploit a wide range of prey depending on what was available. It wasn't just a hunter of large creatures, it took advantage of whatever it could catch, making it a highly efficient predator. One of the unique features of Tylosaurus was its extra set of teeth located in the roof of its mouth. These teeth helped it hold onto slippery prey, preventing escape. This adaptation was particularly useful when dealing with fast-moving fish or slippery-skinned reptiles. The design of its jaws, combined with these additional teeth, made Tylosaurus an exceptionally effective predator. It could clamp down on its prey and hold it securely, ensuring that even the most elusive targets couldn't escape. The range of Tylosaurus was extensive, thriving in the shallow seas that once covered much of North America. The seas were rich in marine life, offering a bountiful hunting ground for such a large predator. Tylosaurus was not confined to the open ocean. It often ventured into more enclosed waters, such as estuaries and coastal regions. This ability to navigate different environments highlights its adaptability and versatility as a hunter, whether stalking prey in the deep ocean or ambushing it in shallow waters. Tylosaurus was a master of its domain. In the grand tapestry of evolution, Tylosaurus stands as a member of the Mosasaurus family, a group of lizards that returned to the sea and became some of the most formidable predators of their time. The evolution of Tylosaurus and its relatives showcases a remarkable transition from land to sea, developing features like elongated bodies, powerful tails, and flippers. These adaptations were crucial for maneuverability and speed in the water, allowing Mosasaurus to chase down prey with agility and precision. The transition to a fully aquatic lifestyle enabled Tylosaurus to exploit the rich resources of the marine environment, setting it apart as a dominant force in the Cretaceous seas. Yet, despite its dominance, the story of Tylosaurus ends with the dramatic events of the end Cretaceous mass extinction. This event, marked by a combination of volcanic activity, drastic climate changes, and a catastrophic asteroid impact, led to the rapid extinction of many species, including Tylosaurus. The significant changes in the ocean environment likely contributed to its downfall. As the ecosystems collapsed, the once abundant food sources dwindled, making it increasingly difficult for large predators like Tylosaurus to survive. Its ability to dominate the shallow seas of North America, hunting with such versatility, made it a true ruler of its time. The adaptations that allowed Tylosaurus to thrive, its powerful jaws, additional teeth, and adaptability to various environments, tell a story of a species perfectly in tune with its surroundings. Yet, the same traits that made Tylosaurus a successful predator also made it vulnerable to the rapid changes that marked the end of the Cretaceous. So, what are your thoughts on the story of ancient marine giants that ruled the waters? Let us know in the comments below.